Don't hate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Shan Ferdinand here with Mr.
Kerry Ferdinand, one each type.
We are live from Tampa Bay, Florida this morning. We are here talking Hampton Roads, Tampa, Florida, real estate, business, and everything in between. So let's get into it.
Hey, you know we got that man Kerry Ferdinand over on that left side. How y'all feeling? How you feeling about Tampa, Florida?
Listen, Tampa has been nothing but rewarding and a pleasure to be. Had a good time. Wish we could stay a little bit longer.
Yeah, I forgot to Royce. We got Royce on the.
Oh yeah.
He ain't on the ones and twos this morning, but
no, he's just on the cameras today.
Yeah. Florida's. If you have not had the opportunity to visit Tampa, Florida, you need to jump on a plane and come on down because this is a beautiful city.
Listen, I told everybody I tried to hate Florida coming out here. I tried to stay true to Virginia, and I tried to hate Florida as much as possible. But truth be told, Tampa Bay, I've been to other parts of Florida, but Tampa Bay really set it off. We was here
since Friday.
And we were here yesterday for the Bucks game. And let me tell you, these Tampa Bay Buck fans are incredible. So
yeah,
man, shout out to them. And I believe they won yesterday.
Yeah.
They won yesterday?
Yeah, they won.
Okay, so shout out to them.
All right, now Tampa. So we did have the opportunity to explore the real estate scenery here in Tampa, and
it's crazy.
Yes, they have a. So we we saw property in Apollo Beach, Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa City.
And
we really stayed around the Apollo Beach area,
which is, oh my gosh, it's breathtaking. The luxury market here is crazy. And I mean, the houses that we saw, we went to, was it Ybor last night?
We drove or rode through Ybor last night.
I don't know the city name, so that's why.
Yeah, we rode through Ybor last night. That was fun.
But I'm talking about the $1 million houses. What?
No, that was Bayshore.
Bayshore. Oh my goodness. Bayshore. So in Hampton Roads, the most expensive house I have seen is probably $7 million.
16. I think the most I've seen was 16.
16 million. These houses are easy 30, 40, $50 million.
But listen, for $1 million, we was in the house yesterday for $1 million, just shy of $1 million. I mean, it came with the pool, the oversized, first and foremost, 11-foot ceilings, the tray ceilings. Listen, it was gorgeous. Hands down, the way the house was set up was just right. The flow of the house was just right. And then shout out to Alicia, our agent. Yeah. We went out with her. She was amazing. She took us to so many different style houses that said Florida, different price ranges. She really took the time out. So if you're in the area, make sure you hit up Alicia Atkins. I'm not going to say the company name because I'm a hater, but just make sure you hit up Alicia. We're going to make sure, Royce, make sure we put her description down.
No, we definitely going to put her description down. Yeah, she definitely was a good agent. She definitely brought out some good recommendations when it came to y'all looking for a house, and the restaurants, you know, she definitely.
Oh, she put it down with the restaurant.
Yeah.
She didn't mention the restaurants. You know, we went to Finn's.
Yeah, Finn's right off the water.
Finn's was fire. I think the other one, the one we hit yesterday, was really fire. Especially for something like a low key. Sunset Grill.
Sunset
Grill.
No, Sunset was.
Yeah. And they were all off the water at Finn's. There were people just, coming in on their boats, walking down the pier to grab a few drinks. And the scene here is definitely not like Hampton Roads.
Royce is going to be hitting us with a lot of B-roll. So
yeah,
as we're talking about this right now, I expect us to cut away and some B-roll footage to be rolled by Finn's and
the ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Royce came through with the ice cream. What was it? Buzz
ice.
Yeah, Buzz Bull.
Yeah, Buzz Bull. So Ooh, that was fire.
Yeah,
and we was out there when the sun was going down. So sunset in Tampa is
that'd be really
incredible.
There were purples and reds, and you saw the silhouette of the palm trees. It's just breathtaking.
Now, I hope we're not giving y'all like tourist vibes. We've been here before, but this time we were very intentional about going out and seeing things. We were very intentional about looking at the real estate market. So
I've never been this was my first time in Tampa. I've been to Miami, Orlando, Kissimmee, but this was my first time in Tampa. And you know, when I went to the other cities, it wasn't like I didn't have the feeling that I wanted to stay. But Tampa, it feels like home.
Yeah, definitely. Or certain parts, you know, that feel more like Florida, but I feel like it definitely gives you that home feel. Like you just come out and like Alicia said the other day, she was like, it's really a vacation every day. It's like if I don't want to go leave Florida, leave Tampa, I just go to something new down here. It's always something to do. So yeah, Tampa definitely is. If you looking for somewhere to stay, Tampa definitely one of the things to look for.
yeah, I don't even think we didn't do much of anything, but we still had a blast. She was telling us about the sandbars. She was telling us about riding horses in the water.
Kayaking, hiking.
Yeah, so it's real active out here. Again, hands down, great city. Had a blast. Traffic is a little touch and go, but it's manageable. We shot over to St. Petersburg Beach. That was gorgeous. Listen, everything was fire.
The bridge, I'm not a bridge person, but the bridge on the way to St. Pete's Beach, beautiful.
Yeah, we were a good 80 feet in the air.
We were high.
Yeah.
We were high.
I think it was higher than, because there's a bridge in Virginia like there, right?
HRBT.
Yeah. But it's not
much
that
better,
high. Much better scenery, much better view. Because it like overlooks the city. You can see the skyline a little bit of St. Pete, so it just looks crazy. Now so let's get into the houses that you guys looked at. So I know we looked at about, we said no, we looked at 7, yes, we looked at 5.
Man, listen, we must have looked at about good 20 houses.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to our agent Alicia. And I want to say, for the most part, right? People like, hey, well, y'all real estate agents, why'd y'all get another agent outside of the city? You wanna touch on that?
If you needed heart surgery, would you perform your own heart surgery? You know, sometimes when you're buying a house, you can get emotionally caught up in the process, and you need that third party to kind of keep you grounded. You know, she'll remind you of, you know, what your goal was to begin with. He or she will remind you what your goal was to begin with, and they'll bring you back to earth so that you can make sound decisions as far as the home purchasing process, and they have your best interest in mind. Again, you get caught up in your emotions, and sometimes your emotions can cloud your judgment. And
the other side of that is you don't understand the market. For example, we understand Hampton Roads really well. We understand how things move. We understand terminology. Just coming out here, listen to the different terminologies because of the weather difference and all that. There's differences in how the houses are made.
Absolutely.
Structure of houses. Something we would call awning is a lanai.
The stucco, the exterior of the houses are stucco compared to in Virginia where they're vinyl.
Right. Little things like preservation, reserves, right?
Preservations.
Things like that make a big difference because as an agent, I could probably come out here, talk money, talk how to structure a deal as far as I know it in Virginia, but it's clearly a lot of different aspects here in Florida, which again, I appreciate our agent, super knowledgeable. And as far as keeping us grounded, she damn sure kept me grounded because I was about to jump out of the window with no parachute on one of them. And you know, the second day she came back around, was like, hey, well, if you really like that one, no, it's brand new construction, but let's look at this one, $100,000 cheaper, and it has everything you need. And she was on point with it.
Let's talk about the community of Waterset. Most of the houses we looked at yesterday they were in Waterset, right?
Okay.
And that community, oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. HOAs in Waterset, I've seen ridiculous HOAs in Virginia. $500. I would say that
600,
the 600. Yeah, I think that it was around $150 to $200, but the amenities that the HOA, and they call a CDD, take care of are there's a water park there's a walking trail, dog park, a clubhouse, there's an event coordinator. It was just an amazing community, something that you would see like on an episode of Full House.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say. She summed that up.
It was another one where Taylor Swift's dad was. His dad was.
Miramar.
No, that was another one. But we were in that area.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely like in the footage from yesterday, like you definitely see like the scenery and how it looked, and like what you definitely get your people, because them houses weren't no more than how much. The houses in Watershed.
I think the most expensive one we looked at was $750.
It was around about $760.
So the most expensive one we looked at total was $790, but it was reduced, builder concessions, that sort of thing. So $790, but it really came down to $749. That house was gorgeous. Then the other one we saw, the other model one, that one was easy around $850. The one with the pool right outside the bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah, that one with the pool outside the bedroom was really nice. But you definitely get what you pay for. In those communities. It's like not like Virginia where you pay that $749, $750, and you'll get you some basic.
So $750 in Virginia is going back is disheartening.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
So the houses that we saw, most of them, you walk through the front door, huge front doors. You walk through the front door, and it opens up into the back. One had like an accordion balcony door with about 10 doors that you could open up, and you walked out into the lanai, and there's a pool in the lanai. Some of the houses had exterior kitchens. I have no words. Like, this place is breathtaking. It is. I'm excited to come back and see more of Florida.
Yeah, definitely. So you said you moved about 20 houses. So from both of you guys, what was like? I don't know if you guys know the address of the house that you guys like, but
I have it.
What was the best one that you guys think? What was the best one?
I think all of them were great. Depending on what you're looking for.
But like, what was the one that you would like? Okay, today.
All of them.
All of them.
I mean, there was a couple of them was hard nosed, only because of what we need. So some of them were hard nosed, like the laundry room was just in the wrong area for what we're looking for. But all in all, I think all of them were great. And again, that comes down to our agent, because she didn't show us anything that didn't fit our needs. As soon as we made the adjustment on day one by saying the laundry room needed to be in a certain location, she immediately adjusted and went out there. But all things considered, I think it really came down to where you want to be, what you want to do, what kind of lifestyle you want, because we looked at a couple of them that were like rural areas, out away from everything, and I don't think Shan really cared for the area, but the houses were freaking amazing. Meanwhile, we went closer to the city, closer to the bay, and Shan really liked the neighborhood, and the houses there were resale. They weren't brand new construction, they were resale, but a few of them you could see the character and the love that a lot of them put in their houses.
Oh, so absolutely.
I think it really comes down to preference at that point, but all of them, I'd have been fine with most of them. I'd say at least 85% of what we saw the last couple of days, I'd have been satisfied with.
Yeah. Shan?
I fell in love with the one with the exterior kitchen. There was one with the lanai. Inside the lanai was an outdoor kitchen. The current owner put a hot tub in there. She had a hammock, a bed. She had a fountain. On the outside of the lanai, or the exterior, she had a raised bed, some gardening. I fell in love with that one just because I could see myself utilizing that area frequently. But like Carrie said, they were all beautiful homes.
And the thing about her is I think we fell in love with the love that she put into the house, because she put a whole lot of extra touches. That outdoor situation that she had is not common. That had something to do with a homeowner really loving their house, and the only reason why she's moving because of necessity, not anything else. But she really put a lot of love into the house, and you could definitely see it. Gorgeous house. Everywhere you went in that house, it was gorgeous. The furniture, the house itself, very well maintained and kept. And I know that's easy to say when you're talking about somebody selling their house and, you know, having it staged, but you can tell she's like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. So I think, and that's one of those situations where we talk about an owner's care and love for the house really carries over, because I know there were some houses I walked into where I just didn't feel like, it didn't give me a good vibe. It looked great, and I think I'm talking more so that one where you're talking about where Taylor Swift's dad stayed at or whatever. Like, that was a great area, great neighborhood. I just didn't get a good feel for that house. Listen, that last one really showed the love that she put into it.
Yeah, it definitely did. Cause shoot, it had me over there, you know, ready to sit down. Like Alicia said, sit down, pour me a drink, and
right, and make you want to relax, right? Chill out.
So I would definitely, if that was the house that I was gonna get, I would definitely see this inspiration.
And you can tell she was a super big Tampa Bay Bucks fan.
Yeah. She had
everyone when the game was playing, it's like you wanted to sit down and watch the game, pop a drink open, and just chill out and relax it. And that's the vibe she had, and that was the whole vibe of the house, and it was just very comforting. Not like, it wasn't a big family vibe. It was more like, come on, sit down, take your feet off, let's watch the game.
Exactly. It was like there was a main room, then she had another room in the back where me and Carrie was like, man, that's somewhere I, you know,
close the door. Office, you know, where you just close the door. Like, if it's just you and your partner or whatever, your homegirl, you can just sit back there, watch a game, have your drinks right there. But then the main room, that was definitely, if you're entertaining 10, 15 people. I want to say, the way she had that house set, you could probably put about a good 50 people in the house and be comfortable entertaining.
Yeah, because you like you said, you could be like, oh, hit round back. You know, it's not like somewhere they got to walk through the house to get to the back. So everybody walking through your house looking at yourself, and then, you know, they just go straight to the back, and that's where the party is, you know. But yeah, definitely, because like you said, that, what was it, Lanai, that extends the house. That definitely is like
it extended the house, made it like an indoor-outdoor. It's gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous.
Yeah. What I found interesting about the real estate market, or how realtors, the MLS, in their MLS, they gave you the square footage of the actual living space, and then you also had the square footage to include the lanai and the garage, which made the house larger. That was interesting. Also, what a lot of the roofs are made of, you will see that a lot of them are made from clay. They're called, what are the roofs called? I can't remember. It's not ceramic. Anyway, it's a different material that lasts 50 to 100 years. The exteriors of the houses are either cement or stucco, just because of the temperature. It's just very different. It's very different.
I think I see clay tiles.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. They're good for 50 to 100 years.
Yeah. I mean, I think that adds to the aesthetic of it, you know.
It makes you feel Florida, right?
It does. It's like it gives you that, you know, you turn on maybe a movie, right? You know, okay, so you turn on, because Scarface took place, it was in Florida, right?
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. So even though it's like that, but it kind of gives you that movie feel, like, you know, especially as a creative, it gives you, like, you know, when people look at your videos and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh man, this looks amazing, just for the aesthetic and the kind of, like, I wouldn't say the cameo, but like the, you know, the atmosphere of it all.
Sounds like, Royce, you moving to Florida.
I mean, you know, I'm still looking. I'm young, so, you know, don't know where I'm gonna settle down at, but you know, this is definitely somewhere I would like to come out here, shoot maybe a couple movies, short films, and definitely give somebody that experience that I had this weekend. That was definitely nice. So let's talk about that what was it, first day? I think it was house. It was the oddball house that we weren't supposed to look at. It was after that house, the 2-story house that we saw over there by, what's it, the one with the big, when you walked in, it had just the big room, and it had like the dark tables. It was I think it was second day, the third house.
I don't remember that one.
It was the what was it? There was one where when you looked out the back, you could see those other houses on the other side. That one.
Okay, you talking about the new construction area?
Yeah.
You flew the drone?
Yeah, I flew the drone out there of that one.
Make sure we talking about the right one.
Is this the one where the rep from the building company was there with us?
Yes.
Okay.
It was she was in the blue dress, you know.
So the 2-story or the 1 floor?
It was the one where you walked up the stairs and you was like,
Is that the one with the game?
The game upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Yep.
That was the second day.
It was the first day.
It was the first day we were looking at houses.
First day looking at houses, second day here.
I looked at a lot of houses.
Yeah, I know. We looked at a lot of houses.
Because I think I think that's the one where I was talking about with the bedroom and the pool right outside the bedroom.
Yeah, you remember we were like, there's a lot of steps. We were like,
yeah. So what I think about that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fire. I want to say layout wise, that one was really good, especially for the owner suite.
Yeah, because it definitely gave that owner suite, when you look back at the video, Rose Road is WeWorld, because that definitely gave a resort vibe by itself. Like
just waking up. So the master bedroom, right outside the master bedroom was the pool. And so waking up to that is just, I can see myself waking up to the pool.
Yeah, and then the kitchen. So this is one of those situations where we talk about indoor outdoor, because if you open up the doors, because those panel sliding doors, so you slide them all the way open, so now your living room, so from your kitchen, your living room straight to the pool opens up, and that to me was amazing.
Yeah, because it was like that house, it wasn't just like the decor, like you said with that first one that we was talking about. It was how she put the love into it, like what she put in that made the house kind of make,
I think the builder that built this one, they had a great vision. Like they had a lot of functionality to the house, and it was like functional luxury, where you go to some houses like luxury, like, but it still doesn't make sense because it's all these corners you got to walk around, but the space was evenly divided for entertainment and for the residents of the house. All those rooms had great space. Actually, I'm gonna go back to it. I think one of the first houses we looked at was pretty awesome. That's the one with the rooms.
With the one with the big opening where you open the double doors and then that, like, it was 1 story.
It was 1 story. That's the one where you looked and you had like the kids' rooms. It was right
when you first walked in, there were 2 kids' rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that one. That one was pretty cool too.
Yeah, I like that.
I think I really enjoyed that. I want to say for the most part, most of the houses we looked at, if you really pay attention, followed that same layout.
They did.
Which is a cool layout.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Like I said, I think I enjoyed everything. Like one of them I had bad vibes in. A couple of them had bad vibes.
Bad vibes in.
The Taylor Swift situation over there.
I don't remember that house.
Oh, the Playboy pad? The one that we was like,
nah, that's the second one I had bad vibes in. No. The ones I really had bad vibes in was the one I was probably most excited to see when we came out here. The generational living one where you had the apartment.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
That's the first house we looked at.
So I was super excited when I left Virginia to look at this house, But once we looked at it, once we got into it, the vibes in the neighborhood didn't feel right. That corner lot didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Looking out in the backyard, it didn't feel right. Although it had a ton of space, it still didn't feel like, it just didn't feel right. Like, it had everything I would want, or my bad, everything I would say I need.
Yeah, because that apartment setup would be good for that.
And it wasn't nothing to go in there and put a couple $100s in renovating what I wanted to make it livable, but it just didn't feel right. So by it being in a flood zone really helped the decision.
Okay, so let's talk about those, because I remember we saw what was it, a house, I think like 6 bedrooms. Like, it was one where you went up the stairs in that big room. You know?
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That, I mean, because it wasn't bad. It had a lot of rooms. It was just the framing, and because it had wood to it, and then, you know, in the front flood zones. Let's talk about the flood zone, because I think one was in flood zone X, wasn't it?
There was one. I thought there was one. It was like AE, comma.
No, the one that we were looking at was in A.
Okay.
Yeah. So flood zone A, to my understanding, is mandatory evacuation.
Yeah.
And for what we're looking for, not so much of us being worried about evacuation, but whoever else is in the house with us, if you had an elder parent or something like that, and you got to evacuate. Today, when we're looking at the house.
So the flood zones are, you got VE.
Just cut me off clean, didn't you?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm my fault, because I feel like you didn't understand it.
He told me I didn't understand it.
No, not like that. I mean, like, because, you know, they got to understand, you know, a little bit. So it's flood zone VE. It's a 100-year floodplain with wave action with BFEs determined. I don't know what that means. I guess Floridian, you know, we can go deeper into that.
See, he's breathing. He don't understand it.
Just
stay with A, X, and E. Those are the only 3 we were introduced to.
I don't see X and Prezi, A, AE, A130, AH. So the ones he told us about, because that's not giving me nothing. You know,
so if you want information on the flood zone, you can go to FEMA. They do have a flood map, and it'll tell you what all the letters mean.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so
the FEMA website.
Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing, you know, especially for you guys, the flood zone and evacuation, because, you know, Florida gets a hurricane at least 1 or 2 every year. So that's
the interesting thing. They were talking about Tampa doesn't get hit like that.
Yep.
And for whatever weird scientific magic that it doesn't hit, because they said it's always supposed to be a direct hit, and then it just veers left or right.
Yeah.
Or south or north.
I said it has something to do with the bay.
Something to do with the bay. Like I said, some kind of weird science that I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah.
So flood zones, that was a consideration, and to your point, that's the reason why it made it easy for us not to look at some houses.
Okay. So off that topic, what was your favorite, just like between the houses, between the food restaurants, the atmosphere, what was like your top favorite thing out here about Tampa?
My top favorite? I don't know that I have a top favorite.
Like something that said, oh, I'm ready to do that right now.
So sitting in when we went to the ice cream Buzz, whatever it was called, and just sitting outside and observing the nightlife, the atmosphere, it just felt really good. There were positive vibes. There was a bar that was the door. It was a huge door, so it was kind of like you step outside. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a huge doorway, and there was a bar, and it was like you could either be inside or you can be outside. It was, you know, just that whole community where the ice cream shop was located, and where we walked to the water and watched the sunset. I just got really good vibes from that whole experience last night.
Beautiful, because shoot, because we could have sat out there for a good hour and just, you know, wait until that sun went down.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely beautiful.
It was beautiful. Just so that made me want to stay.
But before that, you had already started doing math on staying.
I did.
So what was the thing before that? Because I think that just added to it. What was the moment where you were like, you know what? Because I don't know about you, Royce, but there was a switch in her from the time we landed to all of a sudden she started talking about living there.
I think it was Fins. Experience in Fins. It was the weather. I love the sunshine, and it rained while we were here, but it was raining off and on, and so it would rain and then the sun would come back out, and then it would rain and then the sun would come back out. I'm sure there are days where, you know, it just rains nonstop, but these last couple days the weather was beautiful. It just feels really good. It feels right. I know that sounds corny, but it feels right.
It feels good.
But I don't know what specific moment, you know, something clicked and I said, I want to stay here. It's just like a culmination of things.
Okay. I feel like.
So for me, you know, this is really second time. I actually rode in with the club, and I got to a certain point. I didn't even know we were in Tampa, and I was like, this is gorgeous, right? And it's on one of the other podcasts where we talked about it. But being here this time, it just kind of solidifies it. And one thing that really drives this home for me, especially Tampa, right? So the views that we saw, right? You'd have to go to Virginia Beach. Like, you would have to be in one of those neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Because they make sure you're kind of isolated to get to those type of views. Yeah.
But even in Virginia Beach, I don't think that you would get the type of views that you got here.
Well, yeah, you can
They're
get to
okay,
them,
but these are great.
So hear me out, right? They're there. I don't want to take anything from Virginia, because I'd be lying if I said they're not there. However, you have to be affluent enough to be in that neighborhood to get that every day.
Right.
Y'all feel me? Like Virginia Beach, Pongo, like those type of places. You're gonna have to be in the Williamsburg. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to be, because those coastal areas are really blocked off. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about luxury houses, $1 million houses, you're really blocked off, right? Being here, it seems like it's a melting pot and everybody fits. You know what I mean? I make a comment a lot of times talking about when we were in Colombia, I didn't feel black in Colombia. Low key, I didn't feel black in Tampa. I'm pretty sure it's here. But I didn't feel it because I seen people getting along that don't look like they get along. Right? Everywhere we went was just good times, good vibes, and the aesthetic and the ambiance. And it's like, no matter what demographic you're in, what social economic status you have, you all have your own little piece of paradise, because Fins was a little bit more upscale than Sunset
Grill.
Sunset Grill? But Sunset Grill was like a hole in the wall, and it was popping.
Yeah, but it was like nobody knew about it. It was nobody there, but there's a whole beach just there. Nobody's on it.
Right. It was a whole beach, nobody on the beach, just for locals. You know what I'm saying? Fins was fire. Seeing people come up on, like, you can come up on a boat or you can just pull up. You know what I mean?
You know, that was some shit out of a movie, like, you know.
Right, that's fire.
They pull up on the boat, they pull up in the car, they pull up on a motorcycle.
And then when we go down,
he was gonna pull up like, yo, bumping that Jay-Z joint.
So then even when you go to, like, when we driving past the beaches, everybody, like, you could be on your jet ski, the boat, like, it's something for every demographic, every social economic thing. Even the neighborhood we're staying in, our Airbnb, like, it's very diverse. Everybody, it seems like. So I left out of here 5 a.m. this morning. Somebody got their door wide open. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Florida, this part of Florida, Tampa, I wouldn't say it's all up. It's like a newer city with an old school vibe. It has like a Hispanic feel. Definitely, listen, all demographics can come here and feel home and comfortable. And I really appreciate Tampa. And no matter where you look, it's a great view.
I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting for, you know, the crazies, because Charlemagne the God says that crazy people come from all of Florida and the Bronx. I haven't seen crazy yet, so.
No, there was some crazy moments.
I think you should catch it.
Yeah.
I didn't see them either. But.
Nah, you don't remember what was going down the highway? My man kept on brake checking the other dude and they was riding.
Oh yeah, when we first came in.
But that's a Virginia thing too, though. Virginia.
Man, they pulling out in Virginia, but I mean.
And then the motorcyclist that pulled out in the traffic.
Yeah, the one where my man tried to lose his life to us.
So, I mean, show old girl he was about it.
No, but all in all, I think definitely Florida people are definitely different, but it's definitely. Oh, before we shut it down, right? What y'all think about that range?
Oh, the shooting range. Okay. It was huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Nothing. Not saying that those types of ranges don't exist in Virginia, but I haven't seen a range. All the ranges that I've been to were indoor ranges. I thought it was pretty cool to ride was that a golf cart? Around the range. I liked it.
Yeah, the range is definitely fun. I feel like any range to me is fun. I feel like I just like hearing gunshots, going off, and they not going off at me. So definitely, like the scenery was definitely there. And I had a lot of places to shoot, like Carrie said in the video, they hunting.
Yeah, they out there training.
We don't know what they hunting.
Yeah, they training,
yeah. Snakes, monkey. I don't know what they hunting, but
a lot of the ranges that, well, I'm not gonna say a lot. Some of the ranges that I've been to, I got the vibe as though I didn't belong. Like they turned their noses up, but all of the employees of this range, they were welcoming, they were friendly, they were helpful. So I liked it.
Yeah, it definitely gave you the feeling of, you can be here too, like all of Tampa gave that. Like it was never a thing where it was like, you're not welcome here. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna down Virginia about it, but some restaurants in Virginia be like, oh, we don't think you're supposed to be there.
So another thing too, so you kind of touched on it, right? At no point did you ever go and it was like a dress code.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, okay, so now you in the bathroom for hygiene, you gotta have shoes, shirt.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in the restaurant, bro, you go no shirt, no shoes. You can wear them
come as you are.
Yeah, exactly. Because people getting off boats, and coming out of the water and stepping right into the joint, so they really can't.
Yeah, they coming up at the bar with flip flops,
everything.
You know what I'm saying? It was fire. No, definitely a great time. We'll probably put a link to all the descriptions.
Hey, we put a link. Definitely. So we're gonna.
So what was it? Fish, because we talked about Fish Hawk, Clay and Sporting, the grill spot, Sunset Grill, Fins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everywhere we're everywhere we went, like restaurant and like
what is a little taco joint, beer taco joint.
Beer taco joint. We gonna set all that in the description for you guys if you guys want to come out of Tampa. But it's definitely somewhere you need to, definitely somewhere you need to be, if you want to see.
And if you're interested,
come to visit,
did you do something with the Airbnb?
Little Airbnb, what you mean?
Did you do like a shot, like
a video inside of here?
When we came in, I didn't really do like a,
That's all right. Just make sure we add that in the description because it's a cool little spot. It's worth the money. 4 rooms, 2 baths.
I kind of heard people get fit. It can fit about 8. I think it fit about 8 because you had the bunk beds and you had the other 3.
We just put it in the description.
Yeah. So.
But all in all, because we got to wrap this up because we are over our time. To wrap this up, great Tampa owes us nothing except for a house. Tampa was great, Shan.
Yeah, Tampa was amazing. Like you said, Tampa owes us nothing. I would like to come back and experience more of the nightlife, but I had a great time.
So coming back in about a month or 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, Royce.
And like, comment, and subscribe. You gotta learn to like, comment, and subscribe to the Black Lion. Look out for these videos because I think this will be coming out before the videos. Or will this come out after?
I don't know, but I know there's gonna be a lot of shorts. Royce did a great job. But listen, by the way, shout out to Royce. He came out here with the camera.
Yeah,
listen, Royce was probably the most unrecognized dude out here. When we went to go look at houses, everybody be like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" Cameraman.
And I love that as a cameraman. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, I don't let people come. I'm recording. Don't come shake my hand, act like I'm not even there. You know, I don't want to be seen. You know, I just want to be there. Y'all walk in, walk out. Now I love the camera down. You know, address me. What's your name? Better than that. But when I'm on the camera, I just want to be, you know, invisible.
And then I'm gonna tell y'all, Royce prices might be going up because he was on the plane with his camera equipment. And them people was talking about, you know what I'm saying, trying to model.
Oh yeah, they was trying to get me right, man. So you know, yeah, we definitely go. 212 definitely going global now. You know, because we can get through. We know how to get through the airport now. So you know, prices went up. That was yesterday's price. That's today's price. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, you know, thank you for tuning in to Black Line Live with Shanisha Ferdinand, Carista Ferdinand, and you know, Mr. Royce Chris, himself, Timothy. You know, and tune in next week. For day.
And if you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got
99 problems, but
ain't one.
Hit me.
Yeah, see y'all next week.